What's going on, everybody? Smoke here for 563 Gaming, and I'm basically just going to do a quick review here for you on the PS4 version of 7 Days to Die. And I want to stress that I'm doing this review on the PS4 version because I've actually had 7 Days to Die on PC for a little while now, and it's not a bad game. It's fun. The crafting is very deep. It's got a very deep crafting system. It plays like a first-person shooter, but it's also a survival game. It's, they got a deep crafting system, like I said. It, has aspects of RPG in there and some aspects of like tower defense as where every 7 days a zombie horde comes after you, and you have those first 6-7 days to prepare a base and get ready and to defend, yourself and your base from the horde of zombies. And it's a really interesting game. It's really fun to play, especially if you're playing with friends. It's a really cool game. That being said, the PS4 version, it's essentially just a port from the PC to the PlayStation or the Xbox. I have it on PlayStation. I don't have an Xbox. But I assume it's the same thing on Xbox as it is on PlayStation. It's just a port from the current alpha version of the game. The problem with that is the crafting menus and stuff are still kind of set up for PC. And that, could present some issues for console gamers. Not saying that console gamers couldn't get used to the system of dragging and dropping, and there is a quick loot function and quick swap function between menus and stuff, but essentially it still plays like the PC game, and that's going to frustrate some console gamers. The other issue I have with it is the price point. They've got it on the PlayStation Network for $30. Now you can buy it on Steam for $25. So I don't know why they think that it's worth $5 more on the PlayStation for the same exact game that you're getting on the PC for $5 less. Now, I understand that they hooked up with Telltale Games to publish this, to get it out to the console users, to get more exposures, and I'm assuming to get a little bit more money. Hopefully any extra money that they get goes towards, developing the game and not just lining people's pockets and, people taking vacations to Cancun or whatever. That's neither here nor there. The problem is when you release to console, people are going to, strictly console gamers that have never heard of this game before are going to see this on there and be like, oh, what's this? 7 Days to Die? Huh. Well, let me go look at it. And they're going to see the trailer, which is a live-action trailer. It doesn't have any gameplay in it. And they're going to see that it's a zombie game, that there's crafting and FPS and this kind of thing. And they're going to go, oh, wow, for $30, this doesn't sound like a bad game. So then they're going to go and they're going to, buy it. Now, a lot of gamers these days will go on YouTube and look it up first and watch reviews like this one, but some don't. And that's where the problem is with the $30 price point. Is you're charging $30 for an alpha game. It is an early access game. I mean, obviously, look at the graphics. Graphics aren't everything, though. And this game is still very playable on PS4. It's still fun. PS4 and I'm assuming Xbox, they have the ability to split screen, which I think is an awesome idea because that allows, you're sitting there with your brother or your friend or roommate or significant other or whatever, and you guys can, work together to survive the zombie apocalypse, and it's a really neat idea, and I like the split screen aspect of it. And also there is a multiplayer. I think it's up to 4 players on the consoles can join in on a multiplayer server and play together or against each other or what have you. Great idea. I think it's awesome. I just think that $30 is a little much. I mean, heck, for this game, on PC, I'd say it's worth the $25 because the multiplayer aspect of it, you can get on a server and play with a bunch of people. You know, and there's PvP aspects to it, or, you know, you can get big teams going and build massive bases and have a lot of fun with it. So $25 for the PC version, okay, because, I mean, yeah, it's built for PC. It's not really built for consoles. It's just a port. So $30 is a little high of a price point, in my opinion. So, but as far as how the game plays, it plays just the same on the consoles. The frames aren't as good, but I mean, you know, what do you expect? I mean, a PlayStation, let's just face it, a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, they're just not hardware-wise as beefy as a good gaming computer. So you're not going to get the 60 frames per second. You're not going to get, you know, all the, you know, the cool, the way the game looks on a high-end computer is just not the way it's going to look on console. Now, the cool thing about it is those of you who are playing this on console who can't afford a gaming computer and don't get the chance to play early access games, you're going to love it. I mean, especially if you're into this sort of thing where you want to play the development build and you want to find those bugs, find those glitches, and have those funny things happen where you glitch into a wall and a zombie can't attack you, but you can attack it. Things like, I mean, that's happened to me before. You know, things like that, you know, that make playing the early builds fun and cool, you know, because graphics aren't everything. That being said, if you're a console gamer who only plays console games and doesn't really care about early access stuff, you want to play the finished product with good graphics and, you know, smooth mechanics and the whole 9 yards, don't bother with this game, because what essentially you're getting for that $30 is an unfinished alpha version of the game. And you should not waste your time and money if you're expecting a full build with great graphics. It's just not going to happen anytime soon. I mean, they're nowhere near ready to release this as a full release game. Now, they do update the game regularly, and I hope that they, you know, patch it on the PlayStation just as regularly as they do on the PC. If that happens, then you are essentially getting to play an early access game on a console, which is an awesome idea for console users who don't get to do the early access thing like us PC guys who play it on, you know, Steam. So, I mean, I think it's a great idea. I think the price point is a little high. But that being said, if you're into this sort of game, go ahead and spend the $30. Because, you know, if you don't have a PC, spend the $30. If you've got the PC, well, let's see. You're probably seeing this. I'm recording this on the 3rd of July. You're probably seeing this on the 4th of July. If you're seeing this on the 4th of July, then go on Steam and pick it up if you have a PC, because it's only $10. Otherwise, it's $25, and it's just much easier to play on the PC, because it really is set up for keyboard and mouse. And they really didn't do much to convert it over for controller users on the consoles. Now, I mean, it's playable. It's still fun. It's the same exact game that you would get on Steam. I just prefer it with the keyboard and mouse. To each their own, however. So, anyway, guys, like I said, it's a great game. It's fun. Is it worth $30? Probably not. But if you don't have a decent computer and you can't run it on a computer, or you don't have a computer and you want to take part in the early access and the development stages of this game, by all means, pick it up. But if you're going into this thinking it's a complete game, don't bother, because you're just going to end up hating it and hating yourself for spending the $30. All right, guys, so that's it. That's the review. As always, take it easy. Have fun. Later.